Hi, boys and girls, and here's the book we're going to read today, Buildings, Buildings, Buildings by Judith Bauer Sampson. And this book is about a unit that we are studying at school titled Buildings. And we're going to learn a lot of things about buildings, and that's really important for us because we're going to do structures, we're going to learn vocabulary, we're going to use tools, and so this is a way to begin understanding what buildings look like. Shall we? The first thing we need to know is, what is a building? A building is a place that shelters people or things. Your community is full of all kinds of buildings. They provide a place for people to learn, work, shop, travel, or play. So, looking at this picture, I see some stores. Stores are buildings. Now, look at this boy. He's going to go into a building that you go into. You learn in a school building. A school can be big or small. You go to different school buildings as you grow up. And you see, he's just going to pre-K. So his building shouldn't be that big. Let's look inside. Well, inside a school, we have what? Children. Yes, children are very important inside our story, inside where we live, but inside where we're learning is also where children should be. And in this center, we are in a very important center, and it's called block area. Very good, block area. So these are wooden blocks. These are the shelves where the blocks go when you finish using them. So when we're making buildings or using blocks to make a structure, we have to plan. How do we do that? Well, we're going to learn in this unit a lot about it. So let's continue reading about buildings. Libraries are built for learning too. One thing all libraries have in common is lots of books. This is one library. Your library may look different in your community, but look at it inside. We have a librarian. We have a student who's eager to get a book borrowed, and the adult. And there always needs to be an adult because minors are not allowed to take out books without the approval of an adult. So he has to walk with her, just like mom has to walk with you, or dad, or your babysitter. You always need to be accompanied. Do you visit the library? Very important question. If you do, what do you do there? What kind of books do you look at? Okay. Here's another building. You can shop for food in a grocery store. A grocery store can be a little shop on the corner or a huge supermarket. Now you know this is a supermarket. A supermarket has parking lot for the cars, has shopping carts for you to pick up your shop cart to go inside to the supermarket, or leave it here when you finish bringing your groceries to the trunk of your car. Let's look inside of a supermarket. In a supermarket, there's lots of aisles. Aisles look like straight lines or rectangles from one end to the other. And on the sides, they have food. And they're all separate foods because these foods are according to what they're looking for. If you're looking something to bake, you're on one side. If you're looking for cans and rice and beans, you're on the other side. If you're looking for cereal, you're on another aisle. If you are, you know what I'm saying, is that you're looking for different aisles. So the question is, what can you buy at the supermarket? And have you ever been in a supermarket? What do you do? Do you help mom? And if you do, what is it that you do to help mom? What is it the things that you put in the cart? Here's another building. A post office is a building where workers send mail all over the country and the world. Big post offices in large cities handle millions of pieces of mail each year. Even a small town post office handles mail in large numbers. So, this is one, and let's look inside. You see, this is a post office. You have a counter. These pillars you see here, that's to make a line. And then when it's your turn, you go to the counter. There should be like a shield here separating you from the post officer. And you'll ask for stamps. You'll ask for envelopes with stamps. You might have a box that you want to send to somebody. That goes to them. You have to make sure you have your address on it and the address where you're going to send it to. And then you have to pay for how much it weighs to be sent to the person you're sending it to. You also have mailboxes here. And mailboxes bring letters and, slips to pick up packages. So if you don't receive mail at home, you might receive it at the post office. Have you ever been to the post office before? That might be a nice trip to go and visit. Here's one that I don't like everybody to go to, but it does exist to help us in many ways. Hospitals. Hospitals are buildings where doctors and nurses work. Hospitals have patient rooms, operating rooms, recovery rooms, and rooms full of special equipment for saving lives and treating diseases. So some hospitals are this big. Sometimes it might be a clinic. Sometimes it might be a doctor's office. So look at this patient. She is sick. She's in bed. And the nurse is taking care of her. If it was a doctor, the doctor would have wore a white coat or some kind of other color uniform. So nurses wear these scrubs as well as doctors do, but they have a specific color for nurse and a color for doctors. So, have you ever been to the hospital? You might have. You might have been born there. Well, let's go to somewhere else. In buildings, adults go to work in many different types of buildings. A huge office building has many small offices inside. A factory has large rooms with machines. Factories make everything from cars to toys. So did you know that? That sometimes your toys might have come from a factory. Let's look at this one. This is a factory of making cars of a certain brand. We don't know which brand it is, but they are making cars. And you can tell because all of this is part of the car. That's what we call the skeleton. And what he's working on is actually helping to make sure the screws and the bolts and nuts are all together to make this car perfectly safe to drive. Here's one building I hope you go to or you have been. There are special buildings where journeys start and end. At an airport, passengers get on and off planes at big buildings called terminals. Trains and ships have terminals too. And this one belongs to an airport. Have you ever been to an airport? Look what it looks like here in New York, especially JFK, because it's the closest one to you. At the airport, they have all of these computers here. This is where you check and you make sure you get this slip or piece of paper that's going to be allowing you to get on the plane. And once you print that out, then you go to where you see a lot of people over here, which is where they're going to check your luggage if you have luggage with you. They're going to make you go through certain machines that are checking to see that you are safe and that you don't have anything that you're not allowed to have on when you get on a plane. Now here's one that I've been to, and some people as well. Do you like sports? Millions of people do. Cheering fans pack basketball arenas, ballparks, and football stadiums. So I've been to a ballpark and I've been to a basketball arena. And those are very big. They have lots of seats, just like the football stadium. You see how big they are? And all these little faces you see are people watching live the football game. Well, the same thing happens with baseball. And it also happens with basketball. And it happens with tennis. And it happens with many, 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 many sports, like soccer. Some buildings were made for sharing beautiful art and music. People hear music in concert halls. They look at art in art museums. The buildings can be beautiful too. And this is the Guggenheim Museum in Manhattan. And it goes by floors open like this. So you start on the bottom and then go up and up and up to the top. So what do you see at the Guggenheim? You see art, paintings, sculptures, different kinds of arts that people do. Well, our country celebrates its history and heroes with buildings too, that are monuments and memorials. The Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. honors President Abraham Lincoln. And if you've ever been there, when you walk up the steps, right here is a gigantic statue of Abraham Lincoln sitting. And it looks like this. I've been there, and recently, a few years ago, my sister came, and we met, and we went to take pictures at the Lincoln Memorial. It was fun. So, every building has a special job. Can you guess what these buildings do? Look at this one. I'll give you a hint. It's close by the beach. It helps ships so they don't crash. You see this one here? You might know this one because this is where they put the animals in the winter or when it rains. And this one, this is easy because the car tells you what it is. Have you ever been to any of those buildings? Would you like to create a building of yourself? Yes. Well, then this unit is for you. So make sure you not only read the book about buildings, buildings, buildings by Judith Bauer Stampston, but also start making your own buildings like you saw at the beginning of the story in the block area. You may have some bricks, you may have some hollow blocks. You can make anything out of those structures. Take a good chance of playing today and creating a structure that only you know what it is. Remember, smart is not something you are. Smart is something you get.